Oh, that world. No, a lot of people go there just to ERP. Yeah, it's an ERP world.
I think it's one of the best places to get entertained and one of the best worlds. I think, yeah.
Yes, I've been there like maybe once or twice, and I've seen enough, to be honest.
Yeah, it's all about dances, competitions. It's pretty much all about dances. That's why there's like posters of like people dancing. There's like poles. There's a big room, like a big, like kind of a podium. That's pretty much what this world is about. And the poles.
Heard of that world before. And the only times I was actually in there was for friends. So I know what they do in there. But there were friends of mine that were actually dancers. They would be like full body dancers, which is cool. But I'm actually not sure if I'd call that the most degen one. It's pretty up there though. It's probably top 3.
The most degenerate map that I think is in VRChat, probably going to be any of the 5 maps that you find in your home world that insta teleports you. It's the most predatory shit. A 5-year-old gets a hold of the Quest headset, and then they hold right stick forward because they don't know what they're doing. They'll teleport into one of the 5 worlds right in front of them. Most degenerate shit ever, and VRChat does nothing to stop him because there's no 18+ filter. Next question.
I feel very mixed about it because on the one hand, I feel like there should be freedom of expression and all those kinds of things here, but I think the thing that needs to be moderated most is the ages of people that go on here. Like, let's be honest, this is more of an adult space. There's no, like, beating around the bush with that. The assets are like, you can make it whatever the hell you want kind of thing. You can upload whatever you want. I don't think that's good if you are like, I mean, imagine this, right? You're like, what, 13, 14, you're impressionable, you're still learning things, and you go on this game and you get exposed to all the shit that I, as a fucking adult, even find, questionable. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's a good way to grow up and build social skills.
Okay, hell yeah. So it's called Humans of VR. Go to his channel on YouTube and give him a follow.
I've been there only a few times. And even then, I never felt comfortable being there, as I felt being in like worlds where like this, or worlds where I'm just having fun. Because I'm not really having fun in those worlds, because most of the people are either avatars are, overall sexual. Again, nothing wrong with that. You can do you, but that's not my cup of tea.
I mean, part of it's really cool, right? You see people doing dancing and it's like really awesome, but it goes much deeper than that, and it's something that I am especially currently just not interested in, and it gets spicy. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I was just saying, it's a really degenerate place. There's like, if you, depending when you come to this world, if it's like, nighttime USA time, it's kind of, sometimes it's a bit too much. And if you go to these rooms, but is it the most degenerate one? I have to think about it.
I want to say Black Cat.
Yeah, I was thinking Black Cat, but
yeah, I've never had a good experience there.
I've had a bunch of good experience. I've met a drug dealer from UK. I've met, it was interesting. He was giving me his like point of view of things, how they work. You learn new things through people's experiences. But no, Black Cat sucks as a community, but
racist people. Weird guys.
Yeah.
And like
but
a
that's
bunch
pretty
of
much
kids.
Yeah, but that's pretty much because in the hub there's like the main world, and everyone also goes to the most popular one. So Black Cat is kind of the thing. That's why everyone just senses.
I'm not gonna lie. So I've actually been on and off. The first time I came in here was 2021. But if I want to be honest with you, it's kind of cool how the community goes. Usually, depending on the lobby, you'll have like a 50-50 chance. You usually get you can have really cool people, which is usually what you get, or you can have people that just kind of ruin the fun of others. But I think for the most part, you actually get a lot of really good and cool people that are just kind of like different diversities of people, you know what I mean?
It's unfortunate that this game is E for everybody, so there's no real restrictions on this game. Typically, when you were younger, your mom would be able to see in the store that says R-rated. Oh, we can't get that little Timmy that's R-rated. It's not E for everybody. Don't get that. Come and get FIFA. FIFA is E for everybody. VRChat is E for everybody. Please come and play this game. They have a subscription-based thing now where you pay money
Yeah.
to subscribe to get perks, right? So it's literally catered to everybody because the game needs to make money one way or another. So the only way to do it is I've seen some Discords when I'm being really degenerate and I join this Discord and they specifically ask you to screenshot ID, make sure it's you, take a screenshot of your ID with your face on it, and then they let you in to verify that you're 18 plus,
Oh,
above.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then you could get in the Discord, and then you guarantee that everybody in there is 18 plus. And if someone lies, you get banned, and then all this other bullshit happens, right? To the limits of Discord. But games aren't doing that in general, then you can't guarantee the safety of anybody when you play games. You just have to leave it to God, right?
Again, a lot of maps like that do have private rooms. Like, for example, the Just Be Club does have private rooms, but even then, like, it's like optional that if I want to open it up to have just me and my friends hang out there, or I want to close it because I'm doing something that is very degenerate, or I'm just want to close it because I want to be depressed. Well, it is a big contender, but even then, but then again, like, it's all up to your how you see it and how you see it. Again, there's nothing wrong with what you do. There's nothing wrong with with your lifestyle. Nothing wrong with this lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that lifestyle. As long as you're not harming anybody, or you're actively looking to prey on somebody's weakness. That's the one thing that you should be worried about. Don't judge a person by how they act or how they look. For example, like, if you see someone that looks like they're depressed all the time or hardly talking, it could either be that they might need someone to talk to the most, or they might need, or either that they're just having a hard time adjusting to a situation. They probably need someone to talk to at that moment. It's always something that is a delicate situation. Just make sure not to always just push someone aside just because how they look.
Well, alright, so, like, I don't really go there a shit ton, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I have full body, index, all that stuff, but, like, the people that... I'm gonna sound like such a bitch for saying this, but, like, the people that hang out there aren't really, like, individuals that I would have fun talking to, right? Like, nobody there is really there for a convo. I don't know, it's not my kind of world. I used to go there back in the day. It's just, like, not the kind of VR chat I want to play, Like, that's, like, a different type of VR chat player, you know what I mean? I guess, like, calling something degenerate, it really depends on the individual and how you choose to view anything. I don't really view it as degenerate. I just view it, it's not for me. But, like, there were a lot of it, like, interesting things going on. Like, there was always drama happening. Like, always, right? Like, there was always some tea to be heard in the mirror and shit like that. People cheating, just shit going down in people's lives and stuff. So, like, if you're, like, not a big talker, but, like, you just kind of want to listen, then, maybe FPT Heaven's the way to go.
I say VR chat is the biggest mental illness enabler that I've ever witnessed in my life. There is such a thing as having a little bit of tension in your life in terms of how you think, right? It's always good to, like, challenge your ideas, steel man the opposition. If you know your position well, you should always know your enemy's position well. And when it comes to mental illness, when you self-diagnose, like 90% of people self-diagnose depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar, which is fine, you typically means that you're so far detached that you haven't even considered, like, an actual medical assessment of your issues. Therefore, when you come in VR chat, you will not even hesitate to block someone that says, "Are you really depressed?" Boom, sniped you. You're blocked.
Yeah.
And then you'll have 5 other people, as long as you're dressed in a cute little VR chat avatar, depending on who you are, and you find that cute. Oh, Tommy, you'll be protected here. Let's go into there's like 50 VR chat cuddle places and sleep together places in VR chat that are public roles. Oh, let's just go to a cuddle place and everything you're saying is truthful and, like, you'll be okay one day. Biggest enabling I've ever seen in my life. Actual devil stuff. You can't say that. You'll get blocked instantly. You can't say anything. So this is probably the biggest mental health enabler in my life. There's nothing that fixes you. Detachment is unhealthy. It's okay in doses. It's okay if you're trans and you kind of like to visualize yourself in what you truly feel you are in your mind. It's beautiful stuff. But when it comes to mental illness, which keywords there, I don't consider being trans a mental illness. I said that as an example of a good thing of detachment. But when it comes to actual mental illness, like I mentioned, then it becomes like a terrible enabler for how you maybe want to heal or fix things, because VRChat becomes a place where you think that I am fixing myself. I have so many friends that tell me I'm gonna be okay. They cuddle me for 12 hours a day. I'm able to be, happy in here, and you think you're happy, but it's not. It's just it's just attachment is all it is. But for the trans community, stuff like that, fur community, beautiful. You're able to to see yourself who you want to be. You're able to kind of like live that dream, and then later on, make changes to, how you want to be in real life, which is wonderful. That's all beautiful. But that's because those things aren't mental illness. Those are just things of life, right? But for real mental illness, this game is terrible for people that are actually mentally ill. Yeah. Because nothing in here is therapeutic. It is mostly kind of copium. That's what I would call it. You're just coping with whatever you're going through, and that family roleplay bullshit. Funny enough, before this I was in a no time to talk world. I come into VR chat, spread the word of God. That may sound contradictory in and of itself, but here's why. Religion is a really good marker of moral and ethics whenever you don't really have a basis or structure for that. Example, if you give like a little community a little bit of religion, you make it optional, you can make strong bonds within that community, and therefore you kind of have like a moral metric for like how you operate within that society. Basic rules like no killing, right? Because without it, you kind of have to philosophically come to the conclusion on why killing's bad. But if then you read something that tells you, oh, it's against, God looks down on that, right? So
kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark. Spreading kindness merchandise available now.